It's all good, man. Whatever you wanna put it, man.
Yeah, it's just ain't no option.
Yeah, we rolling, man. Lonny the Barbarian, finally, man. Someone who has lived up to his name. Yeah, man. What's up with you, man?
Man, you know, just out here rolling on the streets,
For
man.
real, I see you, man. I see you with the mobsters now, man.
Yeah, we outside, you know.
For real. So I think when I met you, it was back when we were like both in the prospects, the most hated prospects.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I remember we were in the group chat trying to get in the group, but
Yeah.
it got to me. I couldn't get in because I got into another group before they asked me to join the club.
Okay.
So I saw you joined. Pretty much we were supposed to be badged the same day with you, but apparently we know something happened. You don't even rock the badge no more. I see you got the mob. You trying to tell us something about that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, pretty much, man, I just, you know, it was at a time where I felt like my energy wasn't being appreciated within that group, and I represent hard. You know, if anybody seen me, I was most hated to the death. You know, like we out here. You know, and I just felt like that wasn't reciprocated. The commitment to me as I was committed to them. I feel like I was overly doing it. You know, and so. Yeah. So I just, it wasn't there for me anymore. So I was like, I got to do something new, and that's when the mob kind of started getting formed. All these people that, just were displaced,
Yeah.
So that's where we're at now. It's funny because there's some conflict over the name, but for me, anybody that really knows me know I fell for a little minute. I went down, I went to prison. And when you go in there, you got all these different races of people and all these different gangs and cliques. Well, the mob, represented just everybody. It didn't matter if you're Blood, if you're a Crip, or what gang you were from. It didn't matter. You were part of the mob. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where that came from. It doesn't matter what card club you're part of, what anything you're doing is. You can still come kick it with us.
And that's what I love about you guys, because it's like, you formed this group that people always be talking about. You come where you're invited,
Yep.
You come where it's open invitation. It's not like you gotta be a certain person of a certain color or a certain height.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for doing that, man.
Yeah, man. Giving everybody a place to be in a space within the car community. A lot of these old heads get in there and they kind of like to, separate the young from the old, and and all that. And I'm just like, man, we're all here to vibe, we're all here to have fun, so that's where I'm at with it,
Yeah, I be seeing them group text anytime. Sometimes I be at work. I see, hey, you guys meeting up, and it's like every night you guys like just call anybody. I saw you were with PNW Black Sheep and them, it's a space open for everybody.
It's
come
space,
hang out.
Yeah, you don't have to rep nothing. You don't have to be a part of nothing. If you want, you can. We're starting our little card club now, where it's just like you can come to that if you need a space. But if you don't, you don't, and and I like the fact that, we be kicking it with Street Kings, Shimmy and Jew every day, hey, what are you guys doing? So I like the fact that we can come together as a community and it doesn't have to be separated or segregated, Like we go to car meets, you see everybody in their little cliques just posted up, not talking to nobody. Well,
I think
it's kind of strange. It's kind of weird behavior. So we're trying to really get out there and mesh and mingle, and have some fun while doing it,
Place for everybody. No, I mean, do you guys have like a set of rules? I mean, since you invited like a lot of people, I don't think you guys are like strict on.
So that was one of the things that I did not like about card club culture, is that we're grown ass men. We're paying our car payment, or we're not, or we bought our car, we spent money.
If you smack it out, it's your choice.
it's your car, bro. And so you get all these people, who wanna be telling you how to be and how to act. And it's never been my style or my swag. I gotta be, 100 with me. I'm no yes man. I can't, just fall in line behind somebody. I'm too old for that, So, no, there's no set of rules. You come, you kick it with us. If you need a space, we're not gonna tell you what to do or how to be,
For real.
We got some wily cats in there, man,
Wow, you're grown ass man. Yeah. On the previous episode, I had Mal SRT8 on here, and he's also like part of your situation, but he
Mhm.
joined way earlier, and yeah, he said he did pretty much. He felt like he did everything, and he wants to explore outside the club, do his own thing too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see what you guys are doing, and I mean, Most Hated is a great group, but I don't know if. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people dropping their badges and just doing their own things, but yeah, I mean, doing content again, as long as you're not restricting who you're doing content with or what you're doing, I don't think it should be a big issue.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Most Hated goes, it's nothing but love for them guys. They got some really great people in there. It's just a couple of the people. It just wasn't a vibe for me. But we're all good. It's no issues, no beef. And I want to see everybody's have success and have fun, and like that's what it's about. It's about having fun. I don't want to come out every weekend to have a boring time.
Yeah.
I want to be outside having fun. Sun's not gonna be here much longer.
Yeah, and push it. Yo, this summer's gone by quick, bro. Yeah, for real, bro.
Yeah, for
Damn.
sure.
And people I even wanted to do content with, I haven't gotten to some of them. It's crazy, but a lot of people are showing love to the podcast, man, and I appreciate you for being like the fourth guest, maybe the fifth. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's pretty good, man. So tell me, Lonnie, what's your background in cars? Did you just wake up and get an SRT 392 wide body? Did you?
So I'm gonna tell you, man. Last year I was driving a Kia Soul. No lie.
Kia boys, huh?
Yeah, I was Kia boy for sure. But I mean, I've always, from the time I started buying cars, I always bought boats. I had a Crown Vic, I had a Lincoln Town Car. Like big boys.
Yeah.
So driving a little Kia Soul every day was getting to me, man. I was getting itchy. Sitting in traffic. I'm like, I gotta get something faster than this.
Especially a Crown Vic.
Yeah,
V8. Powerful.
Yeah,
right?
And so I couldn't sit in traffic anymore in something little. I had to get something big, and I was commuting to Kent every day. So I was like, let me get the big boy.
Yeah.
And so I still got the Kia. It's around, but I'm rocking the Scat.
Yeah.
So I love this thing, man, and it's just like one of them things. I'm gonna jump in this every day. A lot of people have dailies and other cars. Sitting in the garage. Not me.
Oh yeah, no, not us Mopar owners. Yeah.
We outside with it, So it's a fun car, man. It's big. It definitely makes a statement, So I like it. It's cool,
Yeah, it's man. It looks different, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I was fanatical when I was shopping for this. I knew exactly what I wanted, and I went everywhere for it, And so my guys over at Legends, they hooked it up. They were like,
"Oh, you got it at Legends Auto Sales in Burien?"
Yep.
Yeah, that's a hot. Yeah, they have a good lineup over there.
They have fire all the time. Hellcats, wide bodies, all of it, whatever you want, they got it. So, and they're gonna get it to you. They're gonna make sure you are driving out of there with whatever you want. So.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm glad, man.
Yeah. For sure.
It's all good, bro. So what? You have like a kid, right?
Yeah, Lonny Jr., man.
For real, his name is Lonny Jr.?
Yeah, it's a family name. I'm a junior too,
Oh, for real?
So it's a long line, and
yeah,
so,
Lonny Murray Jr.
Yeah, I'm Lonny Murray Jr. the second. He's Lonny Murray Jr. the third, so it's a long line of Lonnies, man. I got a sister named Lonny, so that's for real.
Damn.
But I bring him out to the events, man. He be hyping me up. Go fast, Dad. Like.
Oh, he's a hype man.
Yeah, he's my hype man. Everybody, I be trying to, my kids in the car got to be safe.
Yeah.
Step on it. Little pull, So yeah, man. He loves the car, and when I show up, he loves showing his friends, like, hey, there's a car.
He's proud of his dad. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I love the way bring him to the meets. I think more dads should do that. Educate. Motivate their kids. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tell them some relationship advice, man. Do you like?
Yeah, man. Be your kid's friend, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these adults be coming out to the meets. I didn't even know they had kids. You know,
Yeah.
like I didn't know you guys were parents. Which cool, respect the space. You know,
Yeah.
like if you don't want to bring your kids out to the public, cool. You know, but me personally, like my kid's my homie. You know, and he loves to interact. He loves to socialize as well.
For real.
So you know,
He's
yeah.
gonna be a gearhead too.
Yeah, you know, he's
He's
gonna be pushing
already.
something fast. I know he is because he's an adrenaline junkie. You know.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I love seeing dads, seeing parents doing their stuff with kids.
Right,
It's
right.
not common for us black. Are you black, man? I
Yeah,
don't like associate.
no, I'm straight black and white. You
Yeah.
know, it's crazy because you know I'm an old head too. You know, I'm 35, so I've been out in Washington forever. And my dad was
Man, you
from
don't even look 35.
yeah, yeah. You know, I get that a
Hanging out with
lot.
them youngins, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
I mean, my dad was from Brooklyn, and my mom was from out here in Shelton. You know, two different worlds coming together.
Damn, how the
Yeah,
hell did they even meet?
yeah, you know, my dad loved the snow bunnies, you know. So,
Damn, that's crazy. So your
so
dad is black,
yeah, he's black,
like
you
Drake,
know.
huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
he
sounds
was,
good.
you know, he was old school. I'm talking about he was pimping in the '70s, you know, like
Oh
he
shit.
went to war in Korea. You know, he was born in 1940, you know, so
Yeah.
he was an old guy, man. So by the time he had me, you know, like he was already had lived a life. So if you ever see me and you know, I'm talking wise or I'm talking like an old head, you know, it's because my dad was very old and I'm old soul, you know, like from the time I was a jit, just an old soul, you know.
Oh, for real. That's
Yeah,
what's up. So you did they were you born here? Did they raise you here, or you
yeah. I
got
was
like
born here, you know. I was born here. I went a couple places throughout my life, you know. That's why you see me with a little bit of swag to me, you know. It's just like, you know, I was out in California in the Bay Area for a while. I went to, you know, I've lived all around up and down I-5. I went to the East Coast, you know. I went to Colorado. I've been everywhere, but I always come back home because, you know, that's where I need to
yeah.
be.
For some reason Washington is ranking high in like moving people where they move to and they just be happy.
Yeah.
Washington and Colorado is high on the list. It's just I know a lot of people who just moved to Texas and they still find their asses back here,
Yeah, well, that
Yeah.
heat, man, you know, like, sheesh. I mean, I'm all for like some good weather, but I do love the rain. You know, I do love fresh air. You know, and so yeah.
Yeah, I love having that closet where you get to wear everything in a year. It's not like
Yeah.
you wearing shorts all year or you wear. I love wearing some jackets
Yeah,
sometimes.
let me
I
put on
love
some
that
shoes, you
for
know.
real,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Because
it's almost that time again, you know, and we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing in the wintertime, you know.
for real,
So yeah,
sometimes it's delayed. Sometimes but it's all good, man. I ask everybody this question coming on this podcast, man.
yeah,
Since you're a Mopar guy,
yeah.
if you had like a dream 4-car garage, money isn't an issue.
Okay.
What would you get, man?
Man, I mean, for sure the demon. You
Yeah,
know,
demon.
for sure the
The base
demon.
or the 170?
Yeah, this 170 for sure. I
Uh-huh.
mean, I'd be watching these YouTube kids. They'd be 18, pulling up with a demon.
Yo, I see
I'm
that
like,
shit, man.
what? You know, like I wish I was born in that lifestyle, but you know, like, man, I just like cars for real. Like, I can't do the electric. It's not my thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, so just big boys, you know. I mean, I love the Challengers. I pretty much, the only thing other car I'd get is probably a demon, and that'd be it. I mean, I got what I wanted right now. I'm that type of guy, man. Like when I want something, I'm gonna get what I can to get there, you know. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I was fanatical about this car, so I'm still hyped up on it, you know. Like everybody's just a scat. To me, it's everything.
Nah, it's
you know?
everything.
Yeah,
Man. I
no.
couldn't even think if you asked 5-year old me if I would even own a V6 or even man,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think I
Yeah.
would own a V8, bro.
Yeah, you
For
know.
real, yeah. Because it's faster than like 90 when you drive this thing and go to work.
Yeah.
You're faster like 95% of traffic.
I mean, you're gonna get these guys. You should have got a Hellcat, or they do have Hellcats, or you know, if you gonna get a Hellcat or a Scat Pack or a Demon or whatever, and you're only gonna be driving that thing 60 to 80 miles an hour, I don't want to hear it. You know,
Real, yeah.
like if you're not willing to push that, if you're not willing to drive,
Track, yeah.
you know, like
Track it.
I daily drive and track. Like
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm TTG all the time. Like we're gonna go. Like
Yeah.
you know, whoever wants it on the road, we're gonna get it. You know, and I'm safe about it. You know, but at the same time, like I'm going fast. You know, and that's the point of getting a fast car.
For real, man.
Yeah.
So, if I asked you, would you think the cut up culture
Mhm.
and the takeover culture belong in the same classroom, or do you think those are two separate things?
I definitely think that, you know, if you're reckless and wild, it's a young man's sport. You know, like for sure. I think that the cut up culture and it's like tick for tack. You know, I mean, takeover culture, you're kind of just putting yourself in danger. Whereas, you know, cut up culture, you could really do some bad. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen some talented guys out there. You know, which.
Yeah, License and Squeeze Benz.
Yeah, you
all
know.
those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
You saw what happened to License lately? I don't know. He got into something in Times Square.
Okay.
Then he got, I don't. They're saying some shots were fired at him by the NYPD, and
Damn.
because apparently, allegedly, he ran over some people, but I don't know what happened. But
Yeah.
there's a manhunt for him apparently.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
I mean, we take risks every day, you know, and that's just what it is. I've seen, you know, there's been accidents where people were going the speed limit, everybody was buckled up, and
yeah, people get like rear-ended stopped, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, for sure, every day you come outside and there could be an accident that had nothing to do with anything, and now you're not here, you know. So, I mean, I would say don't create victims, you know, and that's about it as far as that.
For real, victimless crimes.
Yeah,
me too,
victimless
man.
crimes,
yeah,
you know.
for real.
You know, you see all these takeover events where the kids are just in a really tight circle. They're putting themselves in danger, but they're not really putting.
The takeovers are stupid because people now get too close. I cannot even swing my shit at a takeover, bro. They don't even give you room no more.
Yeah.
They want to be like in the middle, and not everybody's skilled to have that large group in the middle while you're swinging.
Right.
And yeah, crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, keep it safe, guys. That's all I can say. You know, keep it safe. You know, stay out the way. You know.
For real, man. Apparently, it's a lot of youngins too are losing. Yeah, and shootouts too, man. It's crazy.
I mean, I came from, you know, from a different way of life. You know, it was just like, you know, it's old school, you know, put up them hands, you know. And so, I mean, when I was going to school and, you know, when I was younger, we were fighting all day, every day. We're going out.
Mutual combat.
Yeah, you know, we're going out. Hey, you got a problem, you got a beef, put them up, you know. And now, it can get gully at a crazy pace. So.
Yeah, nowadays, if you even do that, who knows, like tomorrow, he's not going to pick up a piece and come at you.
You get your ass whooped and he might come back, you know, he might come back. Yeah, man, it's crazy, but you know, like I try to stay out the way, man. You know, I don't try to piss nobody off. I'm just me at the end of the day, and sometimes that does piss people off, and I don't know what to do about that because you know I'm unapologetically me. I know I'm abrasive. I'm the loud guy, you know, but I'm out here having fun, man.
Yeah, for real. I saw, you pretty laid back guy, man. I saw you put like, we are all adults here, man. You know, no need. Yeah, I saw. Like, was it like last week or a couple of days ago? Yeah, I saw
my little
the back and forth. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. And you know, man, at the end of the day, it's all about supporting, man. I say we should be doing this for the state because this state, man, according to social media, I feel like if it wasn't for SRT Miles and like I don't know who else, but not a lot of people are putting this state on the map, you know?
Right.
So yeah, because we have a lot of differences and stuff, if we put everything down and just do content together and just push that shit out, make the car meets bigger like we used to, man, it would be good, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it from what I've seen in coming into the car scene culture, like rather quickly, you know, it's just, you know, these events are getting, in my eyes, in my perception, bigger and bigger. And, you know, a lot of people are coming together And and that's what I love to see. I love to see the car club community come together and have a good time.
Yeah.
And I want to see more people break out their shells. A lot of Washingtonians were known for being socially awkward. Seattle Freeze, for instance, we're bad at communicating with each other, but like seeing people come together over mutual interests is the beauty, is the magic of the car community. So
yeah. I saw they messed up Erased Month. They had Erased Month for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And then they got canceled, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what they.
Big respect for the Erased, community.
Yeah.
The meets were gonna get shut down anyways. Every time you go to one, you're running, you're chasing a high. You're just going back and forth. So do I think it should have been canceled? Nah, not really. Like it's going. The police are going to run them out. So if they're out there and they're just having fun,
Yeah, again, I don't know, bro, because I used to, before Erased, there used to be, you remember Clutch Kick Mafia?
Yeah, they're starting back up. So, they're getting back up in there, so.
I hope so, but again, to come back and after drama and stuff, to come back to do that stuff again, it's crazy, because who knows if like the snitch is, you got like a 15,000 following.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows if a cop is over there just looking, waiting to see the story and just fuck up your meetup spot. So yeah, for most of these meetup groups, man, accounts, when they get to like a certain following, they just like, I don't know if they grow too big or what.
Yeah, police are on it anyways. That's why a lot of people get it twisted, thinking we're smarter than them. They're people too, and they're some intelligent people. And so, they know what's going on.
I hear there's police among us, like these car groups. And that's what
definitely. I'm gonna say this, and I've been saying it for the last couple months. Is you go up to, as far as you go up north, you're gonna run into that. You go down south to Lacey. They don't care. As long as you're cool, and they don't care if you. There's big open spaces. If you want to rev your car, they don't care. I haven't been to a Lacey meet that's gotten shut down yet. So
for real, the one I came to, that Lacey, I even do like I swung 2 times there. I was like, fuck that. I didn't see a cop the whole freaking time.
Yeah.
And homeboy in the black truck Silverado, he was like doing laps around the parking lot. Nobody pulled up, bro.
Nobody cares,
or like
bro.
Even a freaking security, and it was a mall parking lot.
Yeah. We're putting ourselves in a position because Tacoma doesn't want that out here.
Yeah.
So you don't have to bring it to Tacoma. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna kick you out. I remember going 3 or 4 places in a night. Puyallup don't want it. Seattle
worse.
Yeah,
they'll follow you everywhere.
They'll break it up. But go south. If they're having a problem with it up north, go south. Keep going. You can go as far as you want down that way. When you're up there, you got to come back down. So I would say Tacoma car scene, it's kind of cooked. It's kind of cooked.
And that's where everybody is at. Everybody is like down here, Lacey, Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long drive for me. It's like almost like. That time I drove over there, it took me almost an hour because I live in Auburn.
Okay, so you're up there. I'm in Olympia. That's where I'm from. I live there. I live right in the smack dab middle of the downtown area.
Right in the capital.
Right in I live 5 minutes from the capital. I run there every day. But we get these cars. We're supposed to drive them. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Olympia. I went up to, down south to Chehalis, and one day all the way shot up to, Bellevue, Bellingham, all of that up there, just put in miles on the car, because that's what I got it for, to be out there in the streets, even in my little clique, in my little club, they'd be like, oh, that's so far, you better get in that motherfucker and go, bro, that's what we love, so I love driving. I could drive for forever, so.
Yeah, that's Mopar heads. That's car guys, man. That's what's up. I got a text from a DM from D Slice, SRT D Slice.
Okay, that's my guy.
The co-founder. Pretty cool people, man. I love that group you have, bro.
That's my boy, man. And he was supposed to be here today, but it's all good. He's putting on the barbecue for the mob right now. We getting ready to cut cut up in traffic, go eat some good food, and
For real,
yeah,
man. Yeah.
and that's the vibes, man. We're trying to make a family. We're trying to make some, that's gonna last a while, and these other car clubs are so center focused on the core members, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm not a president. I'm a founder, like you guys do what you want, so.
Yeah, when you yeah, when you put like the president, that sounds like a government, man.
Yeah, it
That's
sounds like
like
that's gonna tell you what to do, and
yeah, and founder, it can mean a lot. Founder can mean like I can let this shit go tomorrow and y'all still be good.
you
Like
still be
y'all
good,
still be
and
rolling.
that's what it should be. It should
Yeah,
be about the club, not the people. I feel like everybody gets these egos when they get titles like that, president, VP, CEOs. It's just like you guys get egos that come along with that,
yeah.
and it starts giving you an elitist mentality, and like, bro, you ain't better than nobody, like,
And the way you communicate in the group too, it's like y'all are equals. I can't even tell who's the second. Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. I see that shit.
We're all arguing, or we're not, and we're kicking it, we're talking shit, everybody's cool, like,
Yeah.
and that's what it should be, man. You shouldn't feel like you're stepping on eggshells with nobody, like,
Yeah.
like I said, man, we're all adults, like, I mean, of course, the people in my group range from 21, and I think I'm the oldest at 35, and everything in between, and D keeps my head on a lot of times, hey, keep pushing, keep going, like, so big shout out to him, I got a couple youngins that get me motivated. Shout out to Saint,
Saint 5-0.
yeah, Saint 5-0, that's my guy, I'd be laughing every time. I mean, even Jew and Shimmy from Street Kings, man, they keep it going, man, and them guys are just dope. They have good energy, and that's what I seen out of when I came into the scene and took it from my own spin. I just want to see dope energy. Even you know what I'm saying. That's why I put you in there. I just want to see dope energy. People who ain't letting their ego get the best of them. Don't think they running shit or nothing. Just hey, what are you doing? You want to kick? Let's go.
For real, man. Yeah,
So,
I'm the content guy, man. Whenever y'all need content and shit.
yeah. I've been seeing you doing your thug thistle out there with the rollers and the pictures. It's getting doper and doper every time I see it, bro.
Yeah, for real. I appreciate you, man. It's
Yeah.
it's experience. It's with everything too, man. You know how life comes with you. You know everything about it. You older than me, so yeah, with life.
It's just a
you wisen
craft.
up. Yep.
It's a craft, and you're trying to hone in on what you got going on, and
For
so.
real.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying seeing everybody branch off and do dope shit. Same with Mal. I love seeing people veer off and do their own thing and evolve into to where they're going. Even if I don't see the end result, I'll be watching. So.
Spoken like a true barbarian.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for real, man. So what like you guys with the group? What are you guys' goals and achievements in like? Soon, I mean, do you guys want to do I see you guys like do car meets here and
Yeah.
there, but do you guys like want to host events? You guys like want to collab with Team SRT and other clubs on hosting and
absolutely. We want to tackle everything, man. Like what we're working on right now really is like trying to customize our cars in our group. Like that's what we want to see. We want to be able to have a guy for this, have a guy for that, and it seems like a lot of this shit is so predatory. Like I know a guy and it's only one guy that can do it, and he's cornering the market, and it's going to cost you bands and bands to get something that you might be able to do yourself. So we want to get there. We want to bring that with inside the car community. A lot of great people in there, a lot of smart people. There's no reason why a couple guys can't go and wrap your car in a couple days. So that's what we're really working on. We do want to do events. For being such a new car club, we do have a pretty big following, and a pretty big group. So. And I mean, and a lot of these guys, shout out to Hezi, he Nightfall Auto Customs. He's trying to, do lighting and do all this stuff. Well, I want to be there to support that, like I want to see people like him come up. He's a younger guy coming in the game, trying to do it. And to be honest with you, he's already there. He's got the game on lock. He just needs the support from the community, just like all of us.
the thing I hate most is when these I'm not even gonna say photographers and videographers this time. Is when these like OG install. What do I call them? Like the OG guys who like do installs and
Old heads.
yeah, these old heads who do modifications be hating on these youngins. I don't like that shit. You know, and most of them are well off. I mean, if you're an old head and you've been installing modifications since like you're in your 20s and you're in your 40s with your family and shit, and you hating on youngins, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say this: as you get older, grumpy old men, that movie becomes like a reality, and they do get grumpy.
And they're here with us too in the car culture.
Yeah, they're in the car. I mean, they're just grumpy. I mean, and they don't know how to appreciate anymore because they done seen it all. You know, and that's where I come in as all head. I'm there too. You know, and I gotta talk shit to myself sometimes. Hey, stop hating on that bro. You know, let him do him. You know, and so it just comes with age, man. For real, like, you know, you're just up there and you're just like, man, that sucks. You know, it doesn't really. You know, and there's people that's gonna like that. You know, maybe it's not for you. You know, it's not the cup of tea that you should be drinking. You know,
yeah, for real.
You know,
you're drinking coffee. Yeah.
So I mean, just, you know, stay in your own lane, and you know, like it's crazy. You can have such a big support group, and it's never enough. You know, like,
for real.
You
That's
know,
some real shit.
You know, appreciate the support group that you do have. You know. Shout out to all the guys doing it, you know. Shout out to everybody trying to get us these mods, and you know, shout out to everybody trying to hook us up with dope shit, you know, like
new ideas and stuff, you know, like the flame, you know, you see the guys popping flame
kits all the way around.
Ooh, boy.
Scattered at you.
Yeah, that's a mobster.
Yeah, you know, I think the cool shit is that, you know, you can just take an idea and come in and manifest it, and then you get exactly what you want. So I've been watching a lot of these younger people, you know, say, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And you know, if I was a hater, whatever, you know, but I'm like, go get it, go do it. And sure enough, next week, you know, popping loud shit, you know.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who does that shit, bro.
Yeah.
He'll like say something, like he's gonna do this mod, then you pull up on him next time, like in a couple of weeks, it's already in the car. He's not even like, it's on the way. I know, and he knows himself. He's probably watching this, and yeah, I'm so happy for him. Last time I was with him last weekend, and he told me he ordered a supercharger kit for his car.
There you go.
So yeah, that shit motivates me, and he's actually the guy who motivated me to like do steering wheel, you know, do like small shit in my car, and yeah, that goes far, man.
I mean, for sure. I mean, that's the little, from the little shit to the big shit, it all matters, you know. It's some stupid shit that I did in my car, I look, man, that's real dope, you know. So I mean, I've seen all these younger generations out here now getting the underground tuning.
Whew.
Man, I was in a car garage just like this last night, and my boy Breezy, he shot his shit off. You know what I'm saying?
392 Breezy got a tune too?
Yeah, he got a tune in there. Man, that motherfucker so hard. You know, it just, boom, you know, you hear that, and it sent car alarms off. You know, like, it's crazy loud. I was in my car, and I was just like, and it just echoed throughout that thing, and you know, like, that's dope to see. You know, a lot of these people, you know, they're so worried about what their car looks like and not about what their car does.
Yeah.
So I love seeing the fast guys, man. You know, I love coming from a different angle and seeing guys that really want their car to go. You know, you're talking about your homeboy with the supercharger. I want to see his shit go. You know,
for real.
All the lights meet. Did you see that scat out there with the supercharger in it? You know.
Wait, there's always a scat that be rolling hoodless with like.
Oh, that guy, yeah, he got something crazy in that. But yeah, I don't even know what it is. It's just that big circle and
some snail heads in there hanging. I'm like, damn, I wouldn't try that.
You know, whether you go twin turbo, pro charger, supercharger, you know, it's all dope. And we should just be proud of the shit we're building. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I love look and fly, but I equally love to hear them cars and the sound of them
rolling down your windows.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going deaf now, you know, rolling down the freeway, going as loud as I can, you know.
There's only one guy who almost turned me deaf, and it was, I keep mentioning him almost every podcast.
Yeah.
Blowing Smoke SRT, you know him?
Oh,
The guy with the SRT8?
I've seen him around. Yeah,
I'd say that's one of the loudest cars I've ever been around,
for
bro.
me. It was Mal for a long time. It was
Oh,
Mal.
yeah,
Mal
Mal
had,
is his is obnoxiously loud.
the boy goes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Full bolt on.
yeah.
You know, it don't get no better especially for a young man that age, you know, and him doing work on his own car. It doesn't get no better. So, you know, congratulate that, salute that, you know, and I hope that more people will jump on that train, you know, put in your own work on your car. Take the time to learn how to do a new skill so that you don't have to rely on anybody else to do it, you know? So, yeah, man.
I've done like most modifications. I've done them myself too, and we try to like put them videos out there on the domestic fanboys channel. I mean, we have a couple of videos. I did a recent video like just servicing my rear differential, so changing the oils, stuff like that. You can help people, you know, doing lights. Yes. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about sharing knowledge, not selling it.
We'll take 10 hours, 20 hours to learn a new skill and keep it to ourselves. When we could, you know, when we could just pass that knowledge on, and then we're all doing dope shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would say if you're gonna do something, you know, learn all about it and be willing to share that information. I've done it too, where I learned how to do something. Somebody asked me to, I kind of shut them off, like, but I need to come out that shell and be like, let me tell you how I did this. You know, so
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's why we look up to, you know, guys like you, Lonny, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You know.
So, man, I was with my boy Keone last week, man, doing rollers, and he has a C6 Corvette,
Yeah.
And my boy pulled up with a Pro Charger, and I was like, come to think of it, it's becoming really hard to find a stock Corvette, man. It's like,
yeah, I mean, that shit? Corvettes, man. Corvettes are something that I always wanted. As a young man, I always wanted a Corvette. I do think they're fly. Shout out to all the Corvette owners. It's not something that I personally want anymore.
You're grown. You have a kid now.
Yeah, you know. And not only that, it's just like, you know, Corvette is such a look to itself. It's such a statement that like you really can't do much to it to make it look different. You know,
you can't even call it a Chevy. It's just a freaking Corvette.
It's a Corvette. You know what a Corvette's supposed to look like. If it doesn't look like that, it's not a Corvette, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you know, and that goes into like supercar range. It only goes up from Corvette. You know, you can put it in. It's not a supercar, but it's the start to getting there. You know, and
it's so the American supercar, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and so I love the look of supercars, but there's not much you can do to them. Whereas our Mopar guys, we're putting colors on our shit. We're going crazy mods, you know. We're changing up the engines, you know. And if they blow up, brother.
Mopars are,
you know. And we ain't losing it like we're losing on a Adventure Door or something.
Mopars are the new Mustangs. That statement is true.
Yeah, I mean, I've been humbled by a couple Mustangs now, and I've also humbled a couple Mustangs, you know, and so we're neck and neck as far as that goes, you know. I don't care what nobody's saying. 5.0s are fast, 5.0s are slow. 5.0s and scats are neck and neck, you know, for me, you know.
Yeah, even if we got the horsepower, but we got all the weight. We got the weight. We need a little more to move that weight.
Especially in the wide bodies, man. They're heavy. And if you've seen a video of Saint 50, we ran it a couple times, and he only has like a cold air intake and some exhaust on there. You know, he's working on some shit in the lab right now, but I mean, his shit was taking off on me, you know. So that motivated me. I'm like, man, I gotta go faster.
Those are pony cars. These ones with the wider fender flares and freaking bigger tires and rims. Yeah, you're moving some weight, buddy.
It does take off, you know. Like, I'm gonna catch you on the dig, you know. You might catch up to me, but I'm gonna catch you on the dig, you know. It's so heavy, so. For sure.
It's all good. And you're blacked out all the way. You tinted your windshield how many %?
I mean, I bought it tinted. I don't even know how much that is.
Damn, that windshield, bro. I can't even see you. I mean, I can see a little bit.
I mean, no hate, no disrespect. I loved when I had a clean windshield. You know, when I first took off my stuff, I was like, man, I love a clean windshield.
He's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah. You know, I do love the all black, man, and I even if I wrapped it, I'd probably do a really dark color. It's just my aesthetic, you know. I like dark colors, you know.
That's nice, man.
So
You got
Yeah.
the same setup as Sanchi.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, his is a little bit new. I think his is a 23. Pretty much, yeah. We have the same car. You know, he's done a lot of work into his, and you should be proud of his car. You know, he does a lot. He cares a lot about how he presents himself. Which
His car is always,
he's always doing something crazy
bro.
to it,
Yeah,
you know. Even if it's not my flavor, you got to salute. You know, like it ain't always That's the beauty of this car shit. It ain't gotta appease you. It has to appease me. So whatever I do with my car, you know, a lot of people don't like my badges. You know, the little boosted scat badge. You know, they think I'm up badging to a demon.
Yeah, you're a demon.
Yeah. But to be honest, this is just American history. You know, like if you know anything about that, badge, you know that it's not an up badge. It's the scat badge.
That's a scat head right there.
Yeah, you
It's
know,
just like facing the other way. And
but people just don't know. You know, people come up to me all the time. Is that a Hellcat?
Nope.
Why? Why would it be?
Yeah.
You know, is that a demon? No, it's a scat, bro, and I'm proud of it. You know, so
yeah, that just goes to show you how educated someone is. I mean, I would mistake it for a Hellcat if I didn't recognize the hood, but
yeah,
it's
the little things, the little details about the tier levels, the trim levels. You know.
Yeah.
That's that. You know, that's that SRT Scat Pack debate. You know, the 392 from the SRT. And the Scat Pack, I mean, yeah, SRT is a trim model. Scat Pack is a trim model. I would say there is some huge differences there.
Wait, yours is an SRT or a Scat?
Mine's a Scat. Okay. But with the wide bodies versus an SRT 392, there is no difference.
There's no difference, yeah.
There is no difference between a wide body Scat and a SRT.
I know in these slim bodies, they're like night and day difference because apparently the SRT 392, they have like a Hellcat suspension, like some kind of...
Yeah, they put it all into the wide body. So, I mean, and that's such petty differences. Nothing that's going to beat out a Mustang. You know, like you know, nothing that's gonna beat out a Mustang at the end of the day, and you know you're gonna have to mod your car anyways. So tripping off a little shit about how the factory put it out,
the trim,
you know, they're just marketing. That's all they're doing is marketing. You know, so I mean,
especially when they got to like the jailbreak and red eye and the like super stock.
They
all look the same. They all look the same.
I mean, yeah, for sure. There's some dope cars out there, you know. But I mean, as far as like Challengers go and Chargers go, the Chargers and Challengers, you know, some have 2 doors, some have 4 doors. At the end of the day, you know, they have different guts, but you wouldn't know that looking at your car, you know. So I mean, my homeboy D, he just debadged his whole shit. He doesn't even have a badge on there. You never know.
He only has a light up one, right? In the front?
Yeah, the SRT badge in the front.
Yeah, so if you pull up to him on the side, you'll get thrown off.
This SXT just beat me out. Like, you know, that's the fun part about the game, you know, like, what are you rolling in, you know? The badging community, whether it's just a way to make others feel less, you know, and we don't need that in the world, you know.
In fact, that's why I like RT guys. RT guys, like 90% of them debadge their whole shit.
Yeah.
So you don't know, but most of them usually have like a Whipple in there, and they are the tuners in the Mopar. So if you pull up to an RT thinking it's a V6 or thinking it's a Scat Pack, he might smack you.
I mean, it's a gamble, you know. Messing with RT guys, it's a gamble. You know, messing with any of these Mopars and Mustangs, it's a gamble every single time. You never know what somebody did to that car, you know. So like, be humble, you know, like you know, and know that you're not the fastest out on the street. Me and D were racing to Seattle a week ago, you know, and we're out there thinking we're the fastest shit on the road. GT 500, boom.
And stick shift too, so he's out cooking.
Viper, vroom, you know, just killing us on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. There's always going to be a faster car out there. So, you know, until you get the fastest, you know, so.
D's car is a SRT?
D's car is a Scat.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, the SRT Scat debate is for the birds.
Yeah, man. It's pretty much, they were caught saying that they were just upselling Scats and badging them to SRTs, and that's what it was, the SRT 392. It wasn't like better or
Man,
Yeah, it was
you know,
upcharged scat pack.
I mean, you could do everything to a scat that you can do to an SRT.
Yeah.
And once you can mod it, you know, then what's the difference?
Beats the difference.
You
Yeah.
know, like I can take all them parts out of SRT and put them on a scat, and then what do you have? You
Yeah.
know, you wouldn't know. You know.
Yeah, like how easy it is to get a Hellcat to 1,000 horsepower. At
Yeah.
that point, you don't need a demon. You
Yeah.
have like, you know.
Shit, I was asking the boy Edgar with the super stock. You know,
Ooh, yeah, he's running some crazy numbers.
yeah,
huh?
he's running crazy numbers, and I asked him, I was like, hey, why didn't you just get a Creta demon engine? You know, he said it's gonna cost you about the same to do what he did. You know, or no, it was way more or something to just get a demon engine than to just buy a demon. So I mean, you know, like just get a Hellcat if that's what you want, mod that up. Get a demon if that's what you want. Do whatever you want to do. You know, that's what the fun is. Whatever you can afford to do. You know, grind out until you get what you want. You know.
For real, man. That's the life of it, man. In this car shit, especially, you can't keep your head down, man.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it up. That's what BK and them was saying. Sometimes shit, you know, doesn't go your way, you know, but you gotta keep going, man. That's what
Yeah.
makes us car guys. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure. I mean, I try to stay out the way as much as possible. I don't try to be in people's faces. I am, but I don't try to be. Like, that's one thing. You
He
know.
said, I am in people's faces unintentionally, but I don't try to be there.
I'm outside for real. You know.
Yeah, man. So if I have a homie up in Minneapolis,
Mm-hmm.
yep, he's up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he wants to get in a scat wide body like that one.
Mm-hmm.
How would you advise him to go about like coming up to the driver's seat of this and owning one?
Yeah, man. Go ahead and find the exact car that you want, and no matter what it takes. I mean, I'm talking about like I went to like 4 different dealerships, and I didn't know about the wide body versus narrow body difference. And then when I seen the wide, I went up to Legends first, and I had to circle back to them. I went up to Legends and not the Burien one, the other one. And I pull up and I see a black Challenger out there wide body. He said, "Oh, you want the Batmobile, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro." You know, like now that you said that, yeah, now that you said that, so I was like, for sure. So you know, I went to a couple of other places. I almost got a Charger wide body. You know, I was looking, I was hunting, bro. I got fanatical. I did my research. I knew what I was looking for. I said, you know, it's boy math, man. You know, like how much is that car payment going to be? Do you have that much money? Probably not. You got to make that much money. You got to make more money then. That's the only option. You know, you got to make more money then. You know, you got to keep going.
That's
you know?
true. That's some real shit.
You know, and so I would suggest to anybody trying to get one of these, you know, boy math it, bro. You know, just find what you want and say that you can afford it, and then make it happen for yourself. You know, and don't take no for an answer. You know, call, check, drive. You know, and just let let it fit into your. Don't push it so hard you're gonna break, but push it. You know.
For real, yeah, so. For real. You're a man. If you gotta pull some rabbits out of the magic hat to make it happen,
yeah,
you got to, right?
Yeah, you have to. And I mean, you know, this is one of the things about, you know, living in this day and age. You can't just depend on a solid job to make your ends meet. You gotta go the extra mile. You gotta be working, bro. You know, like I'm working.
There's no job security anymore.
No,
there's nothing like that.
Man, I'm telling you, I make good money at my Monday through Friday job, and I still got a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like another Saturday gig. You know, and then I got my plant hustle. If you don't know, check that out. You know, like you know, so I'm just out there trying to make as much money as I possibly can to live the life that I want to live. You know, so. Don't just settle for complacency, you know. Go for it, bro. You know, like really get into it. I'm fast out there.
We are guys, keep chasing it, man. You know, at the end of the day, we've like started like getting used to being lazy, living that sedentary life, and not, you know, you can get it. You can get that Corvette. You can get that Charger. You can get that, you know.
Get that Hellcat. Get that Demon. Get that. Get whatever you want. Get that GT500. I know that's on a couple guys' list right now. They want that GT500. Get that BMW M4 if that's what you want, bro. Get it, you know.
For real. We've seen a lot of people switch too, man.
And that's something that I'm gonna tell you, man, is get it while you're young so you can appreciate it. You know. Like, get it while you're young, because there ain't nothing better than being in your 20s, 30s, driving something fast. You know, like
Yeah, because if you say that you're gonna get it in your 40s, you're never gonna get to it. That's another thing I've realized. Like, even if it's like buying something, buy it when you're thinking about it. If you got the money, buy it when you get it
Right
when
then
you're
and
thinking
there.
about it. Because if you keep procrastinating things, it'll get tougher to get it, man.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how many dads. I bet you come across a lot of 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds who told you, this is a nice car, man.
Yeah.
You know, and they express that. I don't know. They feel like that failure. They didn't never got into the driver's seat. You know,
Yeah.
because they either had kids, they had
Yeah.
like a huge divorce
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. I mean, they just didn't invest in themselves. Is
Yeah.
really what it was, you know. And you know, it's, as men, we put a lot of love and care into everybody around us and everything. That
Yeah, we forget about ourselves.
we never truly invest in ourselves.
Yeah, that's
and,
some real shit.
and it's time, Kings. It's time.
Yeah, I'm
So-
glad. I think we're starting to seeing a shift in how men are starting to know their worth right now. Even like what Terrifiers was saying, men are the prize right now, and they're
Yeah.
starting to realize it, And yeah, I wish to see more guys in these things even
Yeah.
faster, and
Yeah.
especially out here.
Yeah, if you want something super dope, you know what I'm saying? Don't be spending $300 on no dates. You know,
For real, man.
get you something fast, boy. Like, I mean, it's just a fun hobby, man, and don't take it too seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun with it.
This shit is like comedy. I take this shit like comedy, Even when I see people like banter on the stories or banter or whatever,
Yeah.
man, this shit is, at the end of the day, we just making fun. If I see you with a car meet and we had a little banter, I'm still gonna say what's up. We're
What's
gonna,
up,
we're
brother?
gonna laugh
You know what I'm
about it.
saying?
We gonna, yeah.
It's all good vibes, man. I go to work 6 days a week. I'm not trying to come out to a car meet for no crazy drama.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my happy place.
that's where I'm trying to relax at. Like that's why I'm like checking out cars, trying to see somebody. So all that attention and beef shit's for the birds. Like it ain't worth it at the end of the day. Like I really just want to see everybody succeed.
I got like one question to ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, what's your thoughts on these young kids, these young rich kids who buy like expensive cars, then come to car meets to look for ladies?
So what I'm gonna say about young kids, any kids with extremely expensive cars and things of that nature is that they didn't have to work for it and they didn't have to do nothing for it, but they can still appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what would I do if I was in that position? I'd
Yeah.
give me something fast, something nice, and come down to a car meet too.
So, yeah, it's like those guys who saying, "Oh, Kylie Jenner bought a Rolls Royce. She should have given that money to charity."
Would you give it to charity?
Yeah, did you give your money to charity?
I think a lot of people get caught up in the notion that anybody that's successful should just give their money away.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk. And I'm not saying that. I'm very much on the, if I had a lot of money, I'd probably give it away, because that's probably why I don't have a lot of money, is because like I do give shit away, and I do want to see other people be uplifted, so I would, if people are gonna do what they want, and I would say mind your business. Mind your business.
Well, get your money and give it to charity.
Yeah,
right?
If you want to see your money go to charity, you give it to charity. Don't tell nobody else what to do with their money. But also at the same time, just mind your own business and don't worry about what the next man is doing. So
For real, comparison is the killer of
comparison
joy.
Is the killer of joy.
Yeah,
bro.
for real, man. We say that almost every podcast.
Yeah,
And yeah, your timing is your timing, man.
Yeah,
And
if you're constantly looking at somebody else and you're just, it's just making you mad, bro, then do something else, bro. Go somewhere else with it, like. I don't ever want to down the next man because they're doing what they need to do, So,
for real.
Yeah.
Any last words, Lonny?
Man, just stay positive. Keep high vibrations at all times, man. Like, keep that smile on your face and keep your head held up high, man.
Yeah, keep
know.
that energy, man.
Yeah.
Positive vibes always, brother.
Always, you know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. I think we're gonna call it right there. All right, bro.
Hey, it was good talking to you, man.
You too, man.